Quick audio test. Alright. Hello, everybody. Blaster Games here. Apologies for the slow start. I had some stuff that I had to deal with for the game. Well, I was helping one of my teammates troubleshoot an issue. And so, but, yeah. Alright. So today, what my plan is we're going to make a chair. So we already have a bench. We already have two versions of a desk. Now we need a chair, because obviously you're not going to use like a bench for like one of these type of desks. And also we want chairs to be able to be used elsewhere as well. So, let me just make sure my audio is working actually. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is hide all my stuff that we don't need, because we want this desk for reference. We may hide it, but actually, what are these? Oh, does it need an underscore? Yep, okay. So what are we working with? We have this and this, which seemingly connect to nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete these layers. They probably do connect to something, but I just don't know what. Oh, no, actually, wait. How do I select? Oh. Yeah, there's nothing in these two, actually. So I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't redo my thing? Anyway. We're gonna delete those layers, and what we're gonna actually do is add our friends here to a layer. So we're gonna go... Oh, and we're gonna make sure we do the dot. For some reason, I always do the plus, but we want to do the dot because that actually adds the selected objects automatically, so you don't have to manually do it. So we're gonna do this. That's our bench. So we're gonna hide that. We then have this, which is our 3 per desk. Sounds like Reaper. Sure, we'll autosave. I don't care. Of course, you can't start with a digit. I wonder why that's a rule. You can't start with a digit. Is there some? There's gotta be some reason. But it's not any reason I can think of. Okay, add this. I wonder if I should clean up some of the stuff. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna save this. That's first of all. What we're gonna do is we're gonna check everything. Okay, this is an empty group. It's useless, as far as I can tell. Now we're gonna hide these all, and then we're gonna start just like revealing stuff. Because a lot of this was like old stuff we don't need anymore. What are these doing? What happened to the individual or the one person desk? I think we're gonna delete these. We've already finished the one person desk. So there's not really any point. All the objects in here currently are used. So I'm just getting rid of them so that way it's taking up less space. I'm just gonna reveal these all, make sure I'm not deleting something. What we're gonna delete all these actually, and then we're just gonna. Ooh, what'd I just do? Oh, interesting. You can. Okay, well that's. Is it interesting? 1 second. Alright, so just lots of cleaning up. What is this? If I delete this, is this gonna break stuff? No. Okay, I've never seen that before. I'm not sure what that was. I think it was because I had messed up with some adding materials previously, and that might have been something that I added in on accident during that time. Alright, sorry. So, we're gonna hide everything. Let's figure out our dimensions for the reference cube. We're going to use this for the bottom. Actually, we're gonna hide these. We don't. Honestly, I could delete them if I wanted to, but I think those are actually something I want to keep, just in case if anything else is made. I have a general idea of what my dimensions were to start with. We'll keep that. So 40, or desk size, that's okay. So it needs to be 45s in all dimensions. And then we need to drop it to the floor, which is going to be 22.5. And that is our reference. So what I want to do, sorry, nope. What am I? How do I navigate in my again? Okay, how do I pan to the side? Scrolling out. Okay. Every time I go into like a different program, I have to like relearn how to control the camera. Oh, I've been doing some stuff in ZBrush for one of my classes. Nothing related to this project. It's just why you haven't seen me use ZBrush at all, which is probably a good thing. I'm not very good at it. But, yeah. Alright. But, yeah, just have to relearn. Alright, so we want to bench. And what I want to do is I want to kind of style it in the same way that our 3-person desk is. Not our 3-person desk, our 1-person desk is. Okay, does this fit underneath? Yes. So we want it, I want it to be able to be pushed underneath. It also can fit under the 3-person desk if I'm correct. Let's double check. I don't want to like limit it to just 1 person. But yeah, though part of the dimensions that I had when I was initially making this, before I started like streaming the process and stuff, the dimensions, I was trying to think of like, is that enough leg room? I'm hoping that's enough leg room. It's hard to tell. I mean, there's ways to fix it if it's not. But I think what I want to do is I want to copy this. Maybe not. Maybe what I want to do is polymodeling cube, make it 45 by 45. Is this how I want to make it? Okay. For now, we're gonna get this into position. Likely, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a. We're gonna start looking up some desks. So let's see. We got some 18th, no, maybe 19th century chairs. Chairs. Okay. Let's specify school chairs. We could combine them. I don't think I want them to be combined, because I do want them to be used elsewhere. this is like a, maybe college chairs? Academy chairs. Let's try that. Let's remove that little point, make sure that's... That looks far too fancy. What is something that looks fancy? I don't want it like, oh, I don't want it overly fancy, but I also don't want it like bland. Like this is not. Ah, maybe. Interesting. I kind of like this back. Oh, these are dining chairs. Okay, we're gonna duplicate this. We're gonna, just in case if I decide to go back and I want to be able to already have the right spot. So let's go, what do we do 18th century? Maybe academy isn't the best word. Let's try college. And also, let's not make it plural. We don't need, like, multiple chairs. College chair. We can also do university. 18th century desk chair? I mean, that's like school desk. They had swivel chairs back? I don't know why that... I guess it's not that... I don't know. That... I mean, obviously this is not... This is like something you can buy currently, so it's not like an actual from the time, but that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if I want arms. Apologies for this first part being mostly Googling. I feel like it is an important step of the process, though. Oops. I'm gonna lower the music on my side. I hope the music's not too loud for you guys. Yeah, for me it's like... overall, yeah. Alright, something like that might be good for like one of the professors, this chair that we have right here. Which also I think we might want to make like a desk like this for the professors. For now we're making just like a basic student chair. Maybe I don't need to worry about it. This isn't like a real world thing. Like, we're trying to actually keep it detached from the real world. The other question is, do I want something to have like a cushion? Okay. Likely, here's what I'm thinking. It's not gonna have a cushion. We don't want a cushion. Because, well, they need lots of chairs, and unfortunately, for classroom chairs, at least with my university, and I think this is like with how most universities do it, but in general, they aren't necessarily the fanciest. I mean, they'll have like sometimes like the chairs. Obviously, you'll have like ones that are like built in together, like kind of like this, and you can have like a movable, like the desk will be like part of the chair. But I mean, likely, it's not going to be too horribly fancy. There was one. It was this one. That kind of I'm kind of thinking of using this as a possible style. I don't know. You got like the small chair and like the advanced chair. This is like when you level up. Yeah, I think something simple. Do I want armrests? Actually, what I could be doing is 19th century college classroom. These are not very good images. I was hoping for something slightly more detailed. I do see, ooh, okay, I do see a chair that I could, of a style I could use. Do I want that curved style? So if let's open this in a, open image in new tab. How do I zoom in again? Do I just have to go? Alright, right there, this chair. I mean, actually, one second, let me look at the desk. The desk is fairly fancy. I mean, then again, the metal desks, I feel like, tended to be fancy. Metal desk. Metal 19th century desk. 19th century desk. Well, depending on what you look at. But this is what I'm talking about. You have that whole fanciness in it. So, alright, sorry. I keep getting distracted by the music. I definitely once it like hits winter break where I'm like not having to worry about a lot of stuff, I'll probably like stream some games during that time. And during that time I'll also try to get a music list set up that's more, I don't know, more of a, not just a random list of songs that I have not looked through at all. And so I just have them playing at random. Alright, I mean, these are not the desks I'm thinking of. And I'm thinking, some of these desks, like this desk, that ain't 19th century. That I'm pretty sure is much more recent of a type of desk. Because we're in 21st century currently. I wonder. Which is always confusing. Like when it's like the 1900s is the 20th century. It both makes sense, but doesn't. Alright, metal 19th century classroom. What happened to the desks I was looking at? School desk. Oh, hey, that's kind of like exactly like the style I was making. Except with the back. I really wish I had the ability to time travel. That way I could actually see what these desks look like. I'm just trusting that Google is giving me the correct images for my search. Some of them are kind of the style I'm imagining, which is like this. Which is even harder with this because I don't know what I want exactly. I already knew that I wanted like a metal desk frame. And so I was looking and to get some ideas of like what they looked like. And they had like this flowy nature to them. I often like this, and so I got that, but this chair. This is tempting. Alright, let's see. What piece we're working with? I don't really have. I'm kind of tempted to just copy a style of chair. And in this, because I genuinely don't know what I want for like a chair. School chair. Actually, good. I wish I knew how like rich our school is we're making. Okay, well, based on the two styles, we have this type of desk. We then have like a wooden desk, not too fancy, it's pretty plain. This, again, not too fancy. It's a little fancy. So it's not like a school that has a lot of money. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take that one desk, or this chair, I think, and we're going to make this. Okay. So what I'm going to do, we're going to copy this image. We're going to open up PureRef. Today's not the 6th, is it? Okay, good. Okay. So open up PureRef, we're going to get our image in, and we're going to go into my, we're going to work with this. I figured I can, if I start on it, we can figure out if it's actually not what we want. I mean, we need a chair. I wish I had a better idea. Whoa. I wonder if that shows up on the stream. No, that doesn't show up on the stream at all. Oh, my computers have been giving me all sorts of visual glitches lately. And I think it particularly, like, whenever PureRef's up, they seem to increase. I kind of want to make a metal frame. Which in that case is going to be bars of metal, most likely. Because I want it to match with... Okay, we're going to duplicate this. 19th century metal academy chairs. Like, that actually looks kind of okay. That looks like what I want, actually. No, okay. I was looking up the wrong stuff. That feels like something you might... Well, they'd also need to be stackable. Do they need to be stackable? Am I seriously? Do we want this? Or do I want that previous one? If anyone in the chat has any ideas, feel free. Okay, I like this. This one feels too old, honestly. And I mean that as in like, it seems it's too cheap. This one seems too cheap. I don't like that one. This one seems slightly higher quality, something that a college or academy with money, which I assume they would have money based on like, I mean, they have enough to buy those desks I made. I like how I'm just going into the economics of this thing. What would a school be able to afford? Apologies for those who aren't interested in that type of stuff. I think I'm worrying too much about whether it can be stacked or not. I'm worrying about too many things too much, honestly. So that's gonna have to work for my current thing. We're gonna zoom down a little bit because I want to have a little bit of extra space for items. Luckily, we have plenty of space now, but first we're gonna make that so we can't interact with it. So now I can like grab the stuff in the background. So here's what I'm thinking. This is the wooden part. And we're gonna say it's squarish enough. Is that about how thick it is? That looks about right. And this sits on a metal frame. Ooh, I might actually need to go back to Google so I can, okay, open. I'm gonna probably modify it slightly to make it slightly easier to model. Dang it, it's so dark. Where's Photoshop? Here, one second. I'm gonna swap it to Maya really quick to view. So window capture. Just in case there's anything on Photoshop I don't want you guys to see. Which is probably not. Honestly, there's probably not, but I always will. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't see anything that's... Oh, no, I do see something. It's... Alright, let's create a new file. Why was I opening up Photoshop? Oh, yes, that's right. New file. We're just gonna... Sure, we'll do this. Create. How do I... So I'm gonna open it up now. I'm sorry. Window capture off. There we go. So I can open it just as its own. How do I make like image adjustment mode edit open? Alright, I think what we're just gonna do is we're gonna have to deal with this. So we're gonna delete the background. We don't need that. Delete background. Leave it in the center. Transform. How do I... Photoshop's another program I'm not very good with. Oh, not quick export. We need... How do I... Image adjustments? You know, I have an idea. I have a plan. It's called zooming in. I do wish I could select like all this white and like cut it out. I'm gonna duplicate this. Duplicate layer. Layer copy, we don't care. Because I don't want to like break things. Contiguous, we don't care about continuously. Tolerance 0. Okay, maybe a little higher. Let's... I honestly thought this was like perfect white. Oh, there is some issues. So what we're gonna do is come here, quick selection. Is it Alt? Okay, so Alt is gonna do the opposite, right? Maybe let's cut down the size so we can get these like small details. I just want to make sure I'm not... I mean, it's not too big of a problem if... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's not gonna hurt me too much. I just need to see. Yeah, okay, let's head that back to Magic Wand for now. How do I deselect things? Image, adjustments, brightness, contrast. What I'm hoping is I could like glean some information by increasing some, not brightness, actually contrast. Okay, I'm seeing something actually. Let me zoom in a little further. Because this is the part that's confusing me. It's like wrapping around, but it's almost... Where's the grab tool? No, that's not what I meant to do. The grab tool. I want the tool that lets me move around. Hand tool, there we go. As you can see, this kind of goes down. It like expands, but then there's also like... It almost looks like it's flat on the back. Oh, but it's no, is it curved? No, don't do this to me. I'm tempted to adjust this just to make it easier. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. We don't need to follow the reference exactly. We're not doing hard. We're not doing like a recreation. We're making our own thing. So what I'm gonna do, did I cut off more than I wanted to when I did that? I don't know. We'll figure out. We'll figure out the wood. Is that wood or metal? Now that I'm looking at it, it might be metal? Okay, I think actually the only part that's wood is here. For some reason I was thinking these parts are wood. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna turn this into like a full little like right angle frame type thing. That we're going to like, so if I go back into Maya, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like we're gonna make it into Where is a tool that I'm looking for? Actually, you don't know. I could do. So basically, what I'm thinking is we're gonna take like this vertex snap. Oh, actually, one second. I just noticed something. Oh, it is right angled, but then it like flattens out. I'm seeing more details as I look at this. Do I want it to flatten out like that? Actually, now that I'm looking at it, so we'll have most of it be right angled, but then flattening it out shouldn't be too difficult. Because actually, what I can do for that is if we go into Maya, we'll use this as reference. So first of all, it's not doing what I wanted it to. There we go. Object. Let's make it exact. Close enough. So what I can do is if we have like this stretched out, can we double this or is it gonna kill me? Ah, it does not like that. So what I can do is I can take these edges at the bottom here. Make sure it's actually angled correctly. One second. 1, 2, 3. So we want it to be a right angle. So what we can do is we can go like this. Or maybe I could just, that might be smarter. So like that. And there's our little shape that we got there. We can actually, we'll just do that. It should fix, oh. See? Nice little shape. And then what I could also do, because I do want that edge to be kind of hardened, is we can turn that off because I can't see. We can bevel this. And then when we go out of there, you can see it kind of looks like what we have here. Okay, I've got a plan. We have a plan now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this. We're gonna start building it up. Oh, whoops, sorry about that. First, we're gonna get this metal thing in. We're gonna hide this. We don't need this anymore. Actually, no, I don't want to hide it. First of all, no, let's try it. Let's challenge ourselves. We're gonna try doing those little feet that it has there. So hide that the correct way. Let's get this wooden part made first. It shouldn't be too difficult. I have a feeling this is going to be a long stream. Just a sneaking suspicion. Maybe I don't want this to be modifiable. One second. Okay, there we go. I want to be able to look around. So we go. Ooh, interesting. I see something there. And I think you guys can see it too. Just that. Which I have an idea on how to do that, actually. First of all, we're gonna assume it's like 15. Let's cut it in a sensor. So 30 by 30 by 30. Oh, wait. There we go. Now we can do 30. Just like that. That's going to be our little square on the center. Actually, what it does, it kind of flows. I almost want to... We're going to do that just so we have a little protective edge. So here's my thought. We go like this. That's our little lake hole seat. We're going to extrude it in a little bit. Doesn't need to be much. We'll do 0.5. It really is like it's a subtle detail. Maybe 0.1 or 1. And then we'll offset it a little bit. How offsetted do we want? I'm thinking 2 to start off with. Ooh, actually, what I need to do... So we had... Let's go back to where we have -1 and 2. So if we bevel this, or not bevel, we extrude it. -1. Does this work like how I was hoping? It does not. That's fun. That is an easy fix. Take this vertex, move it there, move this one there, move this one there, and move this one there. We can then... What I think we want to do is move it down. Down. Nope. Let's not do that. Pop that there, pop that there. We are losing triangles, right? Okay. Did we lose an edge? Ooh. We should have lost 2 edges. 1 second. So if I go to vertex face. Wait, am I stupid? No, we should have lost 2 edges there. Okay, we are going to add a... I don't care too much about the bottom. The bottom can be flat, so we can just mess with the geometry however we need to there. Actually, what I'm tempted to do... Is that like perfectly 20%? 1 second. It's very slightly off. that could have been so perfect. Unfortunately, it's not. So move it there. Move it. So I'm wondering, would it be easier just to... Maybe... Okay, I've changed my mind. Bridge. Let's make sure I didn't do something I didn't want to. Okay, bridge, bridge. Because something I also want to do is... Ooh, it already kind of gets that like little crack in. That's nice. I was hoping it would do that. So let's see, is this smooth? I think what I want to do is... Okay, I'm going to extrude a slightly out. Or do I... Okay, here's my idea. We're going to extrude out, because what I want is for this edge and this edge to be... Sure, we'll autosave. This edge and this edge to be perfectly round. So we're going to go like this, like that. That is our little circle thing. The rest of it can be spoxy. So now what I need to do is cut down. Why is it not cooperating? Oh, I know why. Let's weld the vertices. Why are you not cooperating? There. Okay, it's weird about angles sometimes. Like you get this a lot with like quad draw. Face. I'm gonna save really quick. File 16 as 37. I'm glad these don't take too much file space. I mean, they take up quite a bit, but not too bad. Now we need to take all these faces. We need them to be connected right here, because we are going to snap them in. Now we got that, our little extension. We can do is object, weld vertices. I hear one of my family members getting on our PlayStation. So if you hear yelling, that's why. Okay, that should work. Then we need to make a little bit of a protective edge around this as well. We're gonna see how this looks. If it looks bad, we'll undo a bunch of stuff, but I think this might work out. I'm gonna, one second. Sorry, I actually like this song. It's kind of calming. I'm gonna add this to my favorite list, so. Window capture. Summer breeze. I'm not gonna worry too much about it, but I'm just like, I'm slowly getting a playlist built up. even though it's still nowhere near ready. Okay. Wait a second. Are you guys seeing this? 1 second. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Of course it's gonna be that way. I'm gonna keep it on window capture for now, because one of the reasons I had it on display capture was because you couldn't see like windows pop up. And that might still be true with Unreal. But apparently, somehow, at one point it got fixed. Because now you guys can see the windows. And I don't know why. Can I like make this more I'm okay with actually, no, I see what I'm doing wrong. I mean, that's not ideal. Is it okay? Oh, that looks terrible. It looked better. Like, no, it looks terrible. Oh, I don't need to worry about it as much over here, actually. 1 second. How do I want to deal with this? I need to do some heavy adjusting over there. So I think the things I want to worry about is this, bevel this. Get that in 2. Can I relax this edge? Not that. I just want to relax. No. Edge. Is it edit edge flow? And then we just. This is tricky. Move this down. Or technically, I guess it should be further in, should it? That? No, it doesn't need to be further. Sorry, I'm trying. I'm trying to use like my knowledge that I've gotten from bird source modeling, and I think it's not helping me here. I'm not sure why. Why am I worried about it? It's not going to be smooth. It's. Okay, one thing I want to say is we need to bring this vertex. I think we just want this vertex slightly down. That might help a little bit. What else do I want to do? Get out of this view, that's for one. No, this is... What am I... Why am I struggling so much? Let's scooch this down just a titch as well. Actually, let's grab all three of these points, bring them down a little bit. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Because I already realized there's something I need to do for one thing. First, let's get this in, I think. Because this, I know we can bevel nicely. I think. Well, not nicely, but decently enough. I almost want to do like, let's try 2. And this we need a bevel. I say we take it to the extreme. Which isn't much, but it's a little bit. I'm gonna hide our reference cube temporarily. So one thing we need to do is we need to merge vertices. Question is, do we do it? I think we're gonna merge them by going down this way. Which is gonna be slightly slower, but it's also going to probably have a better effect. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna snap those into the center as well. Yes. Okay. Let's see what we're looking at here. We're looking at a hard edge. Okay, how are we gonna break this up? Do we go... Is that the best way? It doesn't feel like it. But this doesn't feel ideal either. Well, for one thing, it's... Oh, we also need to... Oh, I know why they're not soft. Yeah, beveling does stuff like that. Okay, this looks decentish. I think something I need to do is actually raise it up. I think I put it in too deep. Let's go a little further out. I don't want to redo everything, so we're gonna hope that this works. Actually, I have an idea. We're gonna. Okay, that's pretty good. That's bringing us slightly above. What I could do, actually, no, this is a better idea. Okay. Is we can compact it a little bit like this, and then we can raise it up a little bit like this. That shows there's probably some vertices that are not right. And that makes it less. I mean, I probably need to bring it up a little more. Okay, how does this look? I don't know if I like this imprint. I'm very tempted to just do it without the imprint. I have an idea. Okay, we're gonna... I promise this is gonna look a lot better. We wasted a bunch of time, but it's fine. So let's actually get this more exact. We want the Y scale to be 5. 2.5? I'm happy with 2.5. So now we just need to bring it up high enough. Which looks like it's about 43.75. In theory, if I slide it, we should see like the lines match up perfectly. Yes. Alright. Here's my idea. Take 2. I still like the idea of like pushing it out like this. Ooh, actually, I do also like the... We'll do slightly larger imprint since we're... And then hopefully this doesn't go wrong. Because I think I'm hoping the metal frame's gonna be a lot easier because I'm wasting a lot of time on this. For something that might not even be worthwhile. Okay, that full. Bring it in. 2, that should be good. Then we go Object, Merge Vertices. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually just take that. We'll take, well, that's not quite what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. We just need to go one more. Object, meshed, or no, object, Where am I going? I've been thrown off a little bit. I tend to get, like, when something goes kind of wrong or something like that, I get thrown off a bit. Like this one game I was playing, or for those of you who've played the game Repo, they've added some new monsters in. And one of them, like, scared me so bad. Like, when I first encountered it, and like it caused me to like panic more than like any of the other monsters, one of the new ones, that I completely like lost my bearings, lost track of what I was doing. Well, soft finish, and I was just like, yeah, I was completely off my game. I'm seeing like a weird. Oh, never mind. I see what's weird. It's the this. Actually, if I'm doing the the frame kind of sits below it. You can kind of see it's like a. It's weird. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, now that we've got this hopefully working, we're gonna bevel this. Or no, we're not gonna bevel this. We're gonna bring it in. Let's do minus 0.5. Let's go a little conservative because that was way too much. We're gonna actually also have it go in quite a bit. I might even go up to like 5. Because we want this to be super subtle. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually I probably should have done this sooner, but I think what I'm gonna do is go vertex. We're gonna snap. Actually, what I can do, let's be smart about this. No. We're gonna do that. We're also gonna bring, I kind of want to have a thing go through the center. It's probably not necessary, but if it makes me happy. So next we need to go vertex. Actually, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go up here. I'm gonna grab them this way. And in theory, this shouldn't, sure, autosave. In theory, this should make this, my next step a lot easier. If things don't go wrong. Come on. Why aren't you cooperating with me? There we go. I might have to undo just in case if it doesn't work. But what I want is this beveled. We're gonna shrink it into like 0.4, 2 segments. Maybe what I need to do is put it as supporting edge there. Bevel again. Try beveling again. We can do 0.5 this time. Then we can do segments 2. Ah, yes. No, wait, I'm not doing what I wanted to do. I'm doing something different. Yeah, there we go. Then we go around. Do we bevel them equally? Oh, well, first of all, let's do this. Object, merge vertices, because I'm guessing those weren't merged. That's not working how I was hoping. Let's bevel these together. Not together. Bevel this a little bit. It's not quite doing what I was hoping it would. I might be complicating this way too much. Okay, no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm complicating this way too much for sure. Does that even look decent? This is the most... Oh, why is it so bad? Okay, we're gonna see if we can't, like, fix this from looking so horrid. Edit edge flow. Oh, why did it make it worse? Okay, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try one more thing. And that was from beveling this, right? Yes. You know what? I am happy with that. We don't need it to be as detailed as I was going. This is not a hard surface model. Something is smooth that shouldn't be. 1 second. Oh gosh. Mesh display, hard edge. Oh no. Oh, what have I done? You know what? I have an idea. We're gonna do this, deselect these two, control right click, two edge perimeter, mesh display, harden edge. Is that fixed? Thank goodness. Oh, that was painful. Why did I have to notice that there was a little indent? Why? I could have been happy without knowing. It would have made my life so much simpler. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, too late now. It is fixed. Do we still need this? I don't think we need the reference cube anymore. We know what we're working with now. So now the trick is... biscuits. Why is there just a random cube? Is there another random cube? No, that's the one I wanted. Nope. 90-degree turn. Is that fixed? Good. Let's freeze the rotate. Oh gosh. I'm almost glad that there's no one watching me struggle like this. The only one watching is myself. But people can see this in the future. Well. Alright. Now the question is, how do I want to go about this? This looks like it's gonna be a lot of right-angled things. Okay, I'm curious. Do I want to make everything as its own individual part? How detailed do I want to go? Okay, so we have, because if we do each individual part, this is going to take a while. Okay, first of all, I see one part. Let's do that plane like we did before. I think that was smart. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate it 90 degrees. Okay. Let's expand it quite a bit so we can see it somewhat. I think 2.5 is what we're gonna end up using. No. We'll see. First of all, we want this to be 2 and 2. We don't care too much about the dimensions yet. Excuse me. So now what we need to do is we're going to take these two faces, we're going to snap it here, and we're going to rotate. Oh, today's a challenging day. Oh, and I had something else I need to work on today too. No, that's not happened. Okay. Sorry if I'm complaining a bit. I'm not trying to complain. Or, yeah. Alright, we need this right over here-ish. I think we need to just... Oh, wait, it needs to be... The X needs to be negative. Maybe we... No, it's better to work on the right side than it is on the left first. Okay, so first of all, we want this edge hardened. Okay. So let's get you extruded. This needs to be quite a bit bigger. I think we're gonna go with 5. Maybe 4? Okay, 4 is gonna be our frame size for kind of like the basic little frame pieces. Obviously we have some thicker pieces, but in general we'll use 4. So now the next thing we have is it's angled. We're going to say it's likely angled in both directions, honestly. Or is it? It is not. What we're gonna do is not hide it. We're gonna we're gonna rotate that like 5 degrees. That's gonna be our kind of extent. Can we get like a plane on the ground? I need to see what's on the ground. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go 1, 1. That way So a way to make it like translucent. So it's not like invisible, but it's like slightly opaque. There might be a way with materials, but I don't know if I want to mess with that. Okay. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete this edge for now. Vertex. Orient to that. We're gonna scooch it up a little bit. Actually, can we just grab all of them and with that and just go D, Control, Orient. Scooch it up a little bit. Oh, scooch it up actually a little bit. What I want to do is get it close enough. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take them. Why is it rotated like that? Dang it. So I'm going to like reset. Oh. If I go, 1 second, let me try something. If I adjust my orient or my scale. World. We're gonna set you to world for now. We're gonna do that. Snap it up to the top. We're then gonna click D. Snap that. No, we're gonna go object. We're gonna click D. And we're gonna snap it to. And we're gonna snap it to this. There. Maybe I'll push it in a little bit, like just a titch. No, not you. You need to be. I'm not too worried about you. It's more about the X, which I think needs to actually go in a bit more. There we go. I'm happy with that. All right. Do I? I have an idea on how to add thickness so it doesn't I'll show you. We'll do it in a bit. For now, we just need to get this working. Now we need to click vertex. Luckily, this is long enough where it's not really a problem. Okay, that looks close enough. Now we're gonna smush them, and we're gonna actually like put them flat on the plane. Okay. Let's hide our plane now. I think what I want to do is I want to start this with, or how do I want to set up? Maybe I don't want it pushed out or in like that. Maybe I need it a little out, actually. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start cutting this up a bit. Do I actually need all the edges there? I don't need the edges there. You'll see why. Well, I've already showed you kind of why. I basically just need to flatten these like bottom edges. Okay, what I need is a cube. Bring you over. Oh, this is mildly jank. I'm an idiot. Do I need to pull it out a little bit? Oh, whoops. Let's put that there. So I've lifted it off the surface a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're then gonna curl it around. And I'm debating on how I want to curl it. I have an idea on how I want to curl it. It actually requires me to snap it back to... There's that. And then we're just going to extrude. If I do this, it's not going to break things, right? Can I do... Actually, what I need to do is just orient again. Why is it curving down like that? That is so bizarre. Alright, this is our very, very basic... Well, I guess it's not basic, this was quite complex, but this is our leg. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get it to curve, we're going to go like this. Set the two segments. We do want it to kind of close. Because it only like curves just like at that tip there. So I'll set it to like 2 or 0.25, I guess. No, 2. I want 0.2. That looks well enough. And then here we're going to, we do need to give thickness before I can do my next step. Let's extrude. And I actually want it to go this way. Minus 0.4, I think is what we need. Now we just need to do mesh display reverse. And in theory, this should look relatively okay. Let's turn off that. I am happy with that. I do not like the fact that we're gonna have to texture these side edges, but I think that's unfortunately what we're gonna have to deal with. Or, I should have gone with that wooden chair. It would have been so much simpler. And it would have been, its UVs would have been so much nicer. This one's gonna be a paint UV. I'm gonna have to warn my friend that he's gonna have a little bit of a nightmare to deal with. Well, I mean, texturing might not be too bad. It's just the UVs are gonna be nightmarish. And because he ended up actually, our texture guy, he ended up redoing like all my UVs. And so I feel kind of bad because I know he's gonna, or he didn't redo like all of them, but the majority. What am I doing? I don't want to do that. Excusez-moi. This is a mess. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, friend. Best of luck to you. It's like, why is it curved like that? I feel like something, or did something go wrong? I'm so confused. Okay, why is there... Alright, there's our little feet thing, or foot thing. It ain't the prettiest, but it'll do. Do I adjust this? Edit, like... Oh. Oh my. No, we do not edit that. That is... So I kind of want to loosen it. It's a little rigid. Edge pull. Let's try again. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna mess with it. It's fine. Can I harden this as mesh display? Harden edge. Honestly, I want all the edges there hardened. Minus this one. This one can stay smooth. Mesh display, harden edge. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think this one's hard. Oh, it might not have been. That looks better. That looks much better. Mesh display, soften edge. Oh, it was these edges that I needed to harden mesh display. Or soften. Oh, this feels so jank. Okay, we don't need this cube anymore. What we need to do is we want to do mesh mirror along the X. That'll get that side. I think we want to get the basic pieces done, then we'll start getting like the frame added in. I am thinking I might make these pieces wooden, even though technically they're metal in the piece. I just feel like it'll... I guess it's up to our texture artist. I might do it anyways though, still. I could have some, I mean, art... Ooh. Am I able to show this? So our texture artist, he's starting to like make like more materials and stuff, and he's basically, I think he's doing it like on a object basis. So technically less reusable pieces. It's like each object will need a separate material. I mean, I think that's how he's doing it. I'll have to look. But either way, it looks so much better than the previous wood textures he used. Like he did the bench, and it looks great. I'm tempted to show you guys now. I might not. If I remember, I'll show you guys later. Otherwise, you will definitely see it at some point because it is amazing. I wish I had the patience and skill to do what he can do. Alright, because yeah, when it comes to texturing, I just don't have the patience. I don't know why I have enough patience for this. Mirror direction. We want to mirror into the negative. Something went wrong. Wait, this actually this is kind of an interesting model that it made here. Oh, you know, I know exactly what went wrong. World mirror. There we go. It's a simple problem, but a problem nonetheless. Next, we're going to also mirror mesh. Mirror. Can I make it separate? No, I don't think so. We're gonna merge two autosave, yes. In the Z direction, I believe is what we do. And so we do get this little, it is flaying out, that's good. He's probably gonna wonder why there's like so much like stuff here, but then there's like this long rectangle. It's because I didn't need any lines here, I just needed them so I could flatten here. I'm actually really happy with that. That I'm happy with. So now what we need to do is we are going to have to force these out a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate them. So we'll go separate. And then I'm going to combine these two because I want to work on them at the same time. So we're going to do symmetry, object, world, Z. No. Object, X. And in theory, it should be a perfect replica. So what we need to do is, unfortunately, we can't do our special, like, very specific numbers anymore. Ooh, actually, what we should do... do we need that much detail? I think we needed it with the flat setting, but do we need it here? I don't know. Let's... Oh, dang it. I wish this was kind of... You know, I have a reference cube for a reason. That's exactly why I have this reference cube. is so I can do like this. I mean, it's not exactly why, but it's a good reason why. Actually, can I do it with just this? Yeah. So what we need to do, we're gonna shrink it down quite a bit. I think I want to be able to move it more exactly. Oh, I've already got it as that. It's fine. So J, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is exactly where I want. Ooh. But it's not moving. Okay, wait. I do need a little more fidelity. I think we're actually going to expand it a little bit. And then we're going to expand it out so we include that. And this should do what I need it to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think what I'll do, because I needed it there. But what I think I'll do is I'll just move it to the side, like grab the whole thing. We don't need to have the one thing on anymore. We'll just do that because this is it's planar in like here, but here is where it's curving. If you know what I mean. Ooh, okay. Now that I have that realized, I think this is far too strong. So we'll barely grab that like bottom one. How does that look? That looks a lot better to me. I wish it was. It was doing something that I didn't like. It's still not cooperating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should be correct. Now we grab everything. We turn off the soft select. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. I'm being a little too particular, I think, but. Ooh, I did not like that. What was it doing there? Actually, what I can do is just extrude it and actually get the exact. What if I do thickness? Probably, I don't think we need thickness. We should do translate Z. It's gonna be 2.5. Yes. This is our little wraparound piece. And then from there, we basically just kind of gently, we kind of pull it out. Pull it out. I'm gonna say this is probably like twice the height, so let's extrude it again. Local translate Z. It's probably. So the chair is basically double its height, which is 45. And then we're gonna scooch this direction a bit. I don't know how much we want to scooch that over, actually. It doesn't need to be exact. I am okay. The question is the angle. I like. I do not like that angle. Let's go right about here. Just to double check. You are seeing windows, right? I should have learned from my mistakes. I should have stuck with the display. Okay. Um... One second. I'm switching back to display capture. It's showing. It's not showing stuff that I wanted you to see. Oh, you're also not seeing my reference. Live and learn. Even if it's multiple times that you live and learn. I wish there was a way to make it work in one direction. And you know there is. I don't know if this is the best way though. You know, I'm gonna be a little loosey-goosey with it. There we go. I think that's decent enough. No, I need to move. Now I need to move these again. Make it slightly larger of an angle. I think that kind of works. Okay, this is our frame. Where's our cube that we had? I don't want to lose that. So let's put this, I think we got this. So now we need to add pieces into it. So if I choose to have it be wood, it's probably going to like stay wood even for the texture. So I think I have to figure out that out now. For now though, we have some simple stuff to do, which is just placing some. What the? Why am I not seeing? One second. What's going on? Okay. So this was 0.4. That was the thickness we decided on. What I want to do is get this bottom part done first. Dang it, there's gonna be. Oh, and dang it. And I haven't made any saves since then, so save scene. Do I go all the way back so I could just figure out what it was? I saved. It's fine. No, wait. I'm being stupid again. Okay. File, open scene. 38 was our most recent one. Don't save. That'll break everything and lose a lot of progress. Alright, here's what I realized that I can do. Go. Ooh! That looks cool. Looks like our one-person desk just got textured. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I know I did exact measurements, so even if it's not exact here. Oh, it is exact, it's 2. So that was 4 by 0.4, that's our... Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a plane. And what I want is actually like just a nice plane that I can, or a nice one that I can use. Why is it not cooperating? There we go. So this was 4. We're gonna change this to 2 because it doesn't need to be anything else but that. We are gonna turn off this because that's actually gonna cause problems now. And then we need to extrude, and we wanted it to go this way, and it was 0.4. This was our measurements we chose on. Okay. And then last but not least, we need this edge. That works actually. Mesh display, soften edge. This is our, nope, mesh display, harden edge. This is our template metal piece. We're also going to make another template metal piece, which is actually just going to be a cube. So we'll set it to 4 again, except we need y to be 0.4. We can raise it up a little bit. We'll put it in line with this one. Let's do 2 actually. No, which one do I need to shrink? 2. These are our 2 kind of core pieces we're going to be putting into place. Alright. So now I'm going to actually name them. Oh. We're going to move this out of the way first. Right angle piece. F piece. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate both of these, drag these 2 up here, and hide them. Why am I hiding them actually? That's not a... There. We'll leave them here. But this is... We're just going to copy them as we get them. So let's duplicate this one. Alright, this is going to be our metal bar down here. And I'm going to say it's roughly like 3/4-ish. Let's expand that out quite a bit. Get it roughly into place. Actually, what I could do is I can get it exactly into the vertex, or the X position, because it's where its rotational joint is. So now if we slide this up, you can see it's flush. In theory. Yeah, it looks, it's flush enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. We'll put it right about here. Shrink it down. And I am happy with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to model one side. And then we'll model the rest. So let's see, we got... Well, we'll get the centerpieces in as well. Actually, let's get... So, Control D. Nope. Can I could snap it into the correct X-plane, I think. And then this might actually be, like, exactly 44? Yeah. Or no, it's 44.1? There. It doesn't need to be as exact as I'm making it, honestly. I'm just being picky. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this here. I'm tempted to shrink it down so it's not poking up over like that. How is it doing it in the... Oh, it is poking up over that like that. Oh, the song I like. Okay, let's go. Do I want to mirror that now? Let's do 20. So we're gonna actually... I want to move this guy's pivot point down. Oh, you know what I could have done? No, I don't want to move it down. Sorry. I changed my mind. Because we're going to be rotating this in different ways as well. I can move it down as needed for pieces. Okay. Let's do 8. Mesh mirror? Oh, no, this needs to be closer. 6, too close. 7. Mesh mirror? 6.5. We'll try that. Mesh mirror. I'm happy with that. Okay. So now we got that. You know, we'll mirror this over right now, just so it's kind of in. I might end up deleting some of this stuff again, and then like mirror it again once I start doing UVs. I don't know how he wants to do the UVs. We'll figure that out later. There's a high chance that the UVs I do today are going to be redone. But I do want to have a base UV so he's not working from scratch. Alright, what do we need? So we got that in. We then have this at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. No. Let's reset the pivot. How do I reset the pivot again? I was doing it earlier. Okay, we'll just do modify center pivot, that's fine. Do that. And then we're going to actually make sure that the pivot's on this upper part, because what we're going to do is snap it to the ceiling. Autosave now. Yes. As a matter of fact, once we get these mainframe pieces, I'm going to save it, do a full save. Ooh. object X. No. World X? There we go. Lee edge.
On this Christmas Eve in Rio de Janeiro,
Object.
I was dancing in the sun.
Oh, this is gonna make things complicated, isn't it?
Overflown with the Brazilian saudade, that happy grief and play.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to do. Oh, okay. Mesh. Separate.
Never-ending yearning for your one and only love, though she's right there with you, right there in your arms. Oh,
I'll figure it out. Okay.
in Rio de Janeiro, underneath the
Oops. I have a question. Would it be smarter? 1 second. Let me undo what I've just done. Would it be smarter to... Okay, we're gonna combine these. Combine Worlds X. What I'm gonna try doing is grab these edges and we're gonna place it, we're gonna make it so it's like right here is our snapping point. This might not look very good, but we're gonna try it. Oh, if it does, okay, that. Okay, let's make sure that this is mesh display soften edge. Now if we turn this off, does that look bad? No, you don't really notice anything wrong. I'm happy with that solution. I am absolutely happy. Okay, something went wrong here. And that's because it's not quite the same as we had before. Right about there. We might be able to push it a little further. Yeah. Oh. It has the same issue here. I could do the same thing, but then it's gonna stick out a little bit. Oh, wait. Is it ideal? No. Does it work? Absolutely. This is the main part that's supporting anyways, I'd argue. If I decide to, I might adjust it again later. For now, though, I think we need to double check. It looks like there's kind of, looking at the reference, there's a piece coming, it's slightly different. It looks like it's actually just one of one of these. We'll take one of the, we'll just grab a new one. Angled at like a 45 degrees. And then we just pop it out enough that it'll, like it's just kind of like welded on. Maybe we make it a slightly more extreme degrees, like 75. Is that okay looking? Let me look at the reference. Let me make it, we're gonna make it 80 actually. Pop it in a little bit. Actually, I'm okay with it kind of sticking into the wood like that. That works fine. And we'll expand it like this. And actually, we can delete the edge up there. Oh, I feel this is gonna. All right. The back side, I imagine it's one of these pieces. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let's put that back down. I imagine it's one of these pieces again. I have no way to prove it, but you know, I'm just gonna type it in. It's probably faster than trying to get it. Making sure I'm pressing the right key. Is it? Okay, what I'm gonna do is something slightly different. Okay, this is in the way. Sorry. Let me put this as chair or wood, so I don't forget that it's, yeah. First of all, let's get this snapped into position. That's pretty nice. Do we want to push it a little further over? Yes, I do want to push it a little further over. Now we just have to scale it to fit with the other frame. In this case, we need to scale it up to 44.1. And then that is our little back. Now what I'm going to do to make it kind of sit is we're going to cut kind of right here-ish, I think. And then we're going to cut here at like the 15 mark. Oh, this is actually in the way now. I didn't realize that. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab these edges, make sure that we're using the right positioning, and move it up like this. How bad does this look? Let's get the chair in. Oh, that looks really bad from the back, actually. Do we need this? Or should I set it up like how I set up the other one? That might be smart. Autosave now? Sure. Oh, oh, I think I think I know who the other person watching is. Hi. Or I'm assuming that's who it is. Uh, are you watching? Oh, I'm curious. I guess I'll see if I get a. All right. Well, I'm gonna continue. In the meantime, let's. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, it's up to you if you want to do the UVs then. Cause yeah, I realize these like side faces are gonna be kind of annoying, but yeah, just let me know if you end up wanting to do them or if you want me to like get like a baseline. Um, oh, that's funny. All right, where was I? Uh, actually, I guess while while you're on as well, I'm curious. Should I? Oop, whoops. Do you think I should like kind of set these up as like kind of like thick wood pieces, or should I leave them as metal? Do you think these three? Well, I've got a hold of you. um, I'm kind of thinking wood, but I don't know how you plan to texture them. If you want them to be like, if you think they'd be better as metal. Um, yeah. All right. Let's see. What do I need? Okay, we need to get those structures that are kind of holding it up, or these side structures. Why am I not able to move it? Okay, I'll go with wood then, because I'm thinking of like a 19th century kind of look. Um, and I am trying to like avoid modern, so I'm gonna go with, yeah. All right. Let's get these in place. How do I need to do them? All right. These front ones are kind of, so we got one, two, three up here that are holding it up, and then we have one down here. Let's do this front one actually first. Oop. Oh, did I grab the core piece? Whoops. Oh. Uh, I mean, I like the way they look. I'm trying to think. How, because with how long, I don't know. It depends on like, I think it could work because like you could go with like the fact that, um, with the fact that the models, or like maybe they haven't been upkept in a while, because like in the older part of our school, or like it's like some of the stuff are, I mean, a lot of stuff has been updated, it's been cleaned up, but like you have some stuff where it's still like older materials and you can tell it's been like used over years. So I would say pro either way, if you could do like the weathered look if you want to like say it hasn't been used in years. Plus also, if we have like monsters that formed up, maybe they like damaged the stuff as well, and that's probably why they got like they're all weathered as well. So, but I can also, if you want to do clean, you could like say like they had been keeping pretty good, well, keeping of it. Yeah. Okay, right about here. Is that right about? No, it's much lower. It's much lower and it's much thicker. Right about. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, it honestly, they look incredible. I don't think I'm gonna do it on like this stream, but I do want to show off like the textures you've been doing, if that's okay with you. I might do that like after our presentation, though. Um, on Wednesday, I'll like probably like on Thursday or Friday hop on and show off the stuff. Let's. Ooh, actually, let's keep this at a 90-degree, and then we'll rotate it. Okay, put a cut there, put a cut there. Ooh, let's put a center cut so they're actually like accurate. Okay, I'm gonna try something. We'll see if this works how I hope it does. That is not working like how I hoped it would. Do I have to select those faces? Ah, yes. Alright. Yeah. Talk to you later. Thank you for joining yeah. Alright, let's do the... And good luck with your other stuff. Alright. Is that how I want it to look? That's about how it looks like in the piece. We are going to need to harden these edges. Okay, mesh display, harden edge. Alright, that's pretty much how I wanted it to look. Now we can rotate it. I think it was at like, it was like 100 degrees, I think, almost. No. It was, wait, what was it? I had it like pretty dead on, but I don't remember what it was. 85. It's basically 85 exactly. There we go. Alright, autosave now, sure. Oh, I'm very happy he joined during that, because that does answer some questions, particularly like with this, because that was something I was going back and forth between, was whether I wanted metal or wood. I kind of figured I wanted metal, that was kind of like what I was thinking more. But Now I know for sure. And then yeah, I will, not in this stream, but I will show you guys like probably on like Thursday or Friday that stuff, because he did okay it, and I mean, yeah, it really is incredible. He's gonna do well in the industry, I think. Yeah. I don't know if I hope he watches it back or not, but I'm also gonna say he might be a better modeler than me. Yeah. I'm like, I'm okay, but I've seen the stuff he makes, and it's pretty good. Alright, we need to make this 2? No, it's fine. Maybe 1.5? We're gonna make the support slightly thinner, I think. They just feel like they should be, honestly. So what are we working with? We have... So we have a few pieces. I'm placing this in the wrong spot. This goes over here. I should tell him actually, that he's, just in case if he doesn't already know. If he doesn't. Alright, I think I'm happy with... Oh, no, I am not happy with that, actually. That is floating off in space. I think... How do I want to do this? Likely it's going to be like a straight piece kind of hammered in, honestly. So how does this look? I don't think it has to be perfect. Like you're not gonna it's gonna be difficult to see this. Even like if we're looking at the chair upside down, how does it look upside down actually? We'll take a look. I mean, like this is probably the closest if it's like sideways. If we turn that off, I don't think it's that noticeable. Oh, it's like something I should fix. Alright, I've changed my mind. I have an idea that I like. The question is how I want to go about it. Okay, we're gonna do boom. I think this we're gonna do slightly more. Maybe right here? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually just take these edges. I think I can delete these edges actually, but I'm gonna take like these faces. That's what I'm gonna do actually. And then I'm gonna like grab this, make sure it's snapped in. I keep pressing C on accident. It's right next to V. Like that. Now, and in theory, yeah, and I actually do kind of want these to be hardened. I think mesh display, harden edge. I thought I hardened the edges. Mesh display. Okay, now it's hardened. There we go. I mean, it's okay. It's not my favorite thing. I do have like stuff I would prefer. Position. Ooh, actually, that's like great. Okay. Okay, there's our support. This is that little small support. It's, oh. Ew. One second. First of all, I got the positioning way off. I wasn't. Also, well, first of all, let's get it snapped in. Let's get rid of those cuts, actually. We don't need those. Position. So we want it there. We're gonna slide it down a bit. I think right about there is the right spot. That looks... We'll slide it down a little bit more. And then we need to extrude it a little bit. Not extrude, extend. I think, yeah, that's what I need. Right there. I'm not happy with this cut, actually. The edge. Right there. That's better. What did it have as? Okay. I'm trying to think how I want to go about this. 60. 45. There we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna grab these face. Well, we're gonna delete this edge first of all, because that actually is still not what we want. Grab these faces. Oh, and then did he say he was gonna do the UVs? Okay, I think he said he's gonna do the UVs. It is probably a good idea since he's gonna be texturing himself. And since I'm not experienced with texturing whatsoever, that way he can get exactly what he needs. Okay, am I? Actually, how does this? I'm happy with that. You know, I'm gonna keep it smooth. Because for one, this isn't going to be machined. Most likely. Well, would it be machined? I'm tempted to Google when like how like machining was like when that was done. Okay, so I think for this other piece, because we have one other piece. Oh, that does actually mean I can end the stream earlier as well, because I still have other stuff I have to finish. So that's like roughly 3/4 down now, except it's now attached to the outside. You know, I have an idea. Oh, well, I'm trying to think. Let's just get it close enough and then we'll raise it a tiny bit. Right there. Right there, I'm happy with. Now what I can do... Oh, this is actually already, like, perfect. Ooh, not quite perfect. Right there. I'm tempted to try rotating this one. That one needed, like, some modifications to its geometry. This one... Can I just... do that? And then just scooch it in a little bit further? Okay, we need to pop that in a titch further. I don't like how far it's sticking out. Right there. I'm happy with that. Okay. That means we have one more piece. Which I'm not actually certain on how to do this. Well, what I'm gonna do real quick is just mesh mirror. Maybe if I want to send him this reference image, no, I'm not gonna send him to him. Unless he asks for it. I'll save it on my computer. Is it still... Oh, I've got it right here. We'll save it in a little bit. Okay, so now I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some kind of wooden pieces. Do we want them curved? Look, I didn't get this as curved as I was hoping. Why did it do that? There we go. Oh, whoops. Careful. You know what? There's an easy way to fix this, actually. Delete edge. So we want this much farther back. I think like right there. But let's make sure it's actually oriented. I don't like how close it gets to this other piece though. But at the same time, I think that's what we just have to do. We also could. That might be the smart idea, is to raise it a little bit. Also, was it on the outside? It might have been on the outside. That's fine. It can be on the inside. Segments. I think we had, was it 7 or 8? 8. Merge vertices. Yeah, we're moving it a little higher. A little higher. Move it back a little bit. Let's make sure that we can actually see how we're moving things. All right. Last piece. Come on. Let's do this. Well, not last piece, but close enough. I should have asked him how he liked the... No, we don't need to. I need to trust my own judgment. I like it. It's good to ask for feedback, but at the same time, I still think I need to trust my own judgment. Symmetry. I shouldn't have done this one yet. So what we're gonna do is delete that. Then we're gonna object scale, because that was supposed to be 1.5. I forgot that I made them thinner. I was gonna say something seemed off. Unless, is it? Oop, I didn't mean to hit my mic like that. Sorry about that. No, it is thinner. It looks thinner. So yeah, I want it thinner like that. Ooh, actually, something I noticed. -50. It is a slightly more extreme angle than this other one. Actually, -60 maybe might be a good idea. No, negative like 55. No, I think -50 was the right way. Is that in enough? What was that I adjusted? Rotate Y? 2.1? Yeah, I think that's good. It's good enough that I'm happy. Alright, you, my little friend. I think we're gonna say you're a 45-degree angle. I'm not quite sure how that's done. I have an idea on how it's done. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna try something kind of funky to make this work. So this looks like it's about 3/4 up, so it's much higher than the other one. So first of all, we're gonna rotate this 5 degrees, -5. So that way it fits in correctly with the basic part. Now here's what I'm going to try, because if it works, it is going to look great, I think. If it works. We're going to learn this together. Oh, why is it 60? I wanted it 45 to start with. 45. I was gonna adjust it, but quite a bit actually. Okay, so here's what we're gonna try. We're gonna take this face, and we're gonna manage to get it like inside of this. This is being in the way again. Oh, okay. We're gonna do kind of like a twist. Twist it back a little bit. That was a little too extreme. Now we're gonna take this edge. I'm gonna push it down like this a little bit. And I think push it out a tiny bit. And now what we're gonna try doing is bevel it and see if it does that little curve. We're gonna do like, we'll do 0. We'll leave it at 0.5. I think it kind of does it. Not not perfectly, but it does it kind of. I'm happy enough with it. It's kind of curved and bent. Like if I look at this, yeah. Okay, mesh, mirror. That kind of looks like what we were seeing on the reference. Ooh, actually, it's curved the opposite way. Alrighty, we're gonna try this again. Let's tone it down so it's a little bit. Let's do like 0.45. 2. Or should I do like 4? No, that seems too detailed. Let's do 2. Plus that'll kind of make the other rest of it look curved as well. Mesh display, soften edge, because that's, I've noted, yeah. Alright, now we're gonna mirror it. Mesh. Mirror. Let's reveal our chair. And that's close enough for me. Which means we only have one more part to do. Which means what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide these now. We don't need these anymore. I'm feeling fairly happy with this actually. This is. I would like this to be a little. Wait, actually, I just noticed that I made a mistake, didn't I? Maybe not. Ooh, that's not supposed to be hard. That's just, I keep clicking that. Okay, let's make sure that's not wrong with the others as well, because that would. It's likely wrong with all of them, honestly. That's something I don't quite get with beveling, is when you do like a 2, it doesn't like soft, or like when you do like 2, 4, anything like that, it doesn't soften the edge. Like, actually, I guess I could show you guys what I'm talking about. Mesh display, soften edge. There we go. Now that's fixed, let me show you what I'm talking about. Like, let's say I take this edge and we bevel it. We'll do 16. Okay, so it works there. What if we do, and it, because one of the example, let's try 4. Is 4 cooperative? Okay, 4 is cooperative. I think it's based on like the angle, but it's kind of confusing. Because actually, if I leave it at 0.5, and we do like 2, what you'll see is it softens this edge, but it doesn't soften this edge. So you always have to like manually soften it. Just something of interest that it bothers me sometimes, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Kind of. Alright, we got that mirrored, so now we just need to get our giant pieces of wood in. And what I want is, they need to be much thicker. I don't know if that's how thick I want them to be, but I think we're gonna have a thicker top one, and then we're gonna have like, yeah. So let's go like 2 for thickness, maybe 2.5. Then we need to extrude it, and I might curve it slightly. I think, yeah, we'll curve it very, very slightly. How is this? It's pretty much flat up there. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this ready actually. We're gonna kind of do like this, and I'll we're gonna take this edge, push it in, bevel it. Let's go fraction 100. Do 8, because I think that's a good curve. Do we need 8, or should we do 4? I kind of want 8. And that is our, oh gosh, it really gets like obliterated, that indent, doesn't it? So 8, fill it in. Object, make sure that the vertices are merged. And this is our kind of base little piece. We'll just extrude it. I think it's like, we had 45. So that should be perfect. Why is that not perfect? This is 45 and it fits in there. $42.5? No, 43? This was a cube, right? Like, am I crazy? If I move this up, does it, like, no longer fit? No? Alright. Well, it's fine. What degree is it? It is... We'll go with 11.5. I like it. I like rounder numbers. So this is going to be our primary one, so we're going to make it 3. Not that. We'll make it 7.5, so it's like 50% larger for this back. Oh, that's not right. Was it 10? Okay. It must have been because I was lower below. And then we're gonna make it. Oh, it actually sticks up a little bit. Interesting. So we're gonna do kind of like this. Shove it in. Oh, it's like -9. Okay. Well, we found the better degree. Oh, and that actually almost fits it in. There. I think we're gonna actually, should we make it thinner? Ooh, that also lowers the arc. I am okay with this arc. That's wood, it's not metal. It needs to be thicker. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these two edges. Orient them to that. And push them into where it won't cause problems anymore. Perfect. I'm not quite sure how you would like carve this out, but I'm sure there's a way to. I don't know the correct tool. So we're gonna go 5 now, and then they're roughly equal apart. So if we look at this one, 88.3. Okay, we'll go. So, we'll just get it visually close enough. Actually, let's get the bottom one, and we'll figure out where that other one is from. We'll go like this because it's kind of okay. So it's right about here, I think. Is it -8? -8 looks right. So this one, let's scooch it up a tiny bit, right there. And then we just need to get it fit in. I feel relatively happy with this. It's not the fanciest model, but it's also not like the. It's made up of tons and tons of parts, is what I'll say. It's very complex in that matter of fact, but it's well, the majority of them are fairly simple pieces. It's nowhere near as complex as like like I guess there's two layers of complexity. You've got complexity in like model details, like in this case, this would probably be semi-complex. Same with this piece. This piece was kind of a little bit of a complexer piece, but then also this has like very high complexity in the fact that it has a lot of parts. Well, not very high, but compared to like one of the desks that, or like the like if I move this, where's our, oh, we have them hidden like this. Like this would be, I think, low complexity in both aspects. And then this one is like high complexity. Like this edge piece is very, this side piece is very complex, but it's basically 3 parts. You just have this part, and then like the frame. Oh, and then the V as well. I guess feel free to debate the definitions of complex, but alright, we're gonna close our pure ref. We don't need that anymore. Don't save. So what I'm gonna do is we're going to combine, delete history, freeze transformations. And there is our bench. Or chair. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna get it sent to the places it needs to be sent to off stream. But thank you to those who came and watched. And also thank you to those who come in the future. I hope you are enjoying the process of this game being made. Yeah. And next Thursday or Friday, I'll put a post on YouTube and when I do, but if I choose, or when I figure out what time. But next Thursday or Friday, I'll be streaming again, and we will likely not be working on anything in particular. There's one thing we might work on, but it won't be like a specific model that I have to work on. That's more like something that I've been wanting to try, and but anyways, I'll be showing off some stuff, and you'll get to see the textures, which I've been hyping up so much because the incredible textures. And yeah. Ooh, I should save. I haven't been saving as much. I think that's one thing that's good about me streaming, is I don't save as... It's both a bad thing and a good thing, because I'm not saving as much as I usually do. But at the same time, I'm not saving as much as I probably should. I just want to double check that there's nothing I'm worried about. Nah, it's fine. We got our fanciness here. We got our curve there. Those back kings don't need to be too fancy. Alright. So, once more, I will see you guys later.